And welcome everybody to the RC Adventure Channel, where we don't let a little thing like snow, ice, and single-digit temperatures keep us from having our fun. Typical fall day here in Anchorage. We just got our first snowfall. And two little kiddos over here just decided to make themselves a snow crawler course. Is that right, Nathan?
Yeah.
Right here in the front yard. Can you get through there? You stuck in there?
There we go.
Those gloves don't work very well for that, do they? You're having a hard time with squeezing that trigger, huh?
I'm going off the race course.
Yep. Snow right down the back of my shirt. Gotta watch out for the low clearance here with the trees. Got it right down. That's cold. Hey, Nathan, Brian, how's you guys' hands doing?
Getting cold.
You getting cold? Yeah? Well, you know what? I think I have a solution for that. About 20 years ago, I bought this transmitter glove for when I do winter RC flying. It works by opening up like that, place your transmitter inside. There used to be a strap, but that's since worn out. Don't really need it anyway. There's an opening at the top. You put your antenna out through, because back in those days was 72 megahertz was the only option basically. Close up the Velcro like so. Put your hands in through the openings on the side, and you're free to operate all the controls without your hands freezing. Now, I looked around online and I cannot find a single transmitter glove designed to work with a pistol grip style radio. So I'm going to make one. All right, let's go see what I got for material. Yeah, not gonna be enough. Maybe. Okay, we got something. What do we got here? Hey, Moana. Perfect. The first thing you'll need to do is make the pattern. I did this by tracing the transmitter's outline on a piece of paper. I then turned this outline into a basic 5-sided shape. To each of the lines on this shape, I then added the sides of the transmitter's glove. On what will become the back side of the transmitter glove, I drew a circle where my left hand will go through to hold the transmitter's grip. Once I was happy with the pattern, I cut it out and folded it together to test fit the transmitter. And here's what all that scribbling's given me. The orange line here is the rough outline of the transmitter. The green line is the pattern of the front of the glove. I'd be going taller if I was going to be closing this with Velcro instead of a zipper. The pencil line here is the pattern of the body of the glove. This circle is to give my left hand access to the grip and throttle, and what's not shown on the pattern would be another circle, same size, right about here, to give my right hand access to the steering wheel. Next, I pinned the pattern over 2 layers of fleece and cut them out. Fleece is only $10 to $15 a yard, so go ahead and layer it up. Also, I recommend getting 1 yard. While half a yard should do it, I always get extra from when I inevitably screw something up. Additionally, there's water-resistant fleece available if you want to give your transmitter some extra protection from the elements. The next thing to cut out are 2 14-inch by 10-inch rectangles. The 14-inch dimension goes around the circumference of the 3 3/4-inch holes that you've cut in the side and front of the glove. The 10-inch dimension is going to be folded in half to form a 5-inch gauntlet around your wrist. After cutting these parts out, take the pattern and cut all but about 1/2 inch of the sides off. If you're planning to use Velcro to close the top of the glove, you'll want to leave about 2 inches on the top of the pattern. For a zipper, 1/2 inch on top will do. Unlike the way I did it, now is the time to figure out where your transmitter's steering wheel is in relation to the front of the glove and mark a 3 3/4-inch hole over it. This new part is the front of the glove. All right, time to start stitching everything together. For those of you who aren't quite secure enough in your manhood, now is probably the time to stop and just give these parts to someone else, have them do the sewing for you. And for the rest of you, I'm really not qualified to explain how to sew something together, but I'm going to do my best anyway. There are plenty of other YouTube videos out there, though, that do a heck of a lot better job than I ever could. And start by stitching the corners together. Remember, the raw edge of the stitch of the inner layer should be facing out, while the same edge of the outer layer of fleece should be facing in. Now, if you're not confused already, yeah, you're doing pretty good, because I think I just confused myself. Also, remember the last time you made fun of your girl for not knowing which direction to turn a bolt? She probably didn't have to think about this one to get it right. Just saying. With all the corners stitched up, stitch the inner and outer layers together with one continuous stitch around the front edge. After that, attach the gauntlet for your throttle hand, starting 1/2 inch from the corner and stitching its 14-inch long side to the circumference of the 3 3/4 inch hole in the outer layer. The raw edge should be facing inward. Now pull the gauntlet through the hole to the inside of the glove and line up the 10-inch sides so they're parallel with each other. They probably won't be even, so just stitch them together as they are and trim the excess off if needed. Now pull the gauntlet about halfway back out. Line up the 10-inch seam so nothing is twisted and stitch the gauntlet's loose end to the hole in the inner layer. And so, yeah, this makes my head hurt too. If you can figure out a better way, go ahead and do that instead. Now is a good time to test fit the transmitter to the glove. If all is good and the Motrin's starting to work, start assembling the front of the glove by attaching its gauntlet using the same headache-inducing method as before. Next, turn the glove body and face inside out and stitch the face to the body, leaving a large enough opening on the top to get the transmitter in and out. The last thing to do is to attach the zipper or Velcro. Turn the glove around right side out. Test fit the transmitter like so. And plenty of extra room, so if I ever got a bigger transmitter or want to wear some thin gloves in there, I should be good to go. And yeah, I'm going to say that this is the perfect blend of functionality and woke masculinity. Hey, leave a comment down below if you recognize that camouflage pattern. Also, while I was at it, I made 2 more for my boys. Now, theirs don't have the zipper, they have Velcro instead. The Velcro was really cheap though. I want to say I spent $1.50 for like 3 feet of it. I also left out the pocket on the inside for the hand warmer, and I'll explain that one here in a minute. All right, we got gloves for our transmitters. We can keep our hands warm now, right?
Yeah, when we want to run our trucks around out in the cold.
Yeah, out in the cold. You're right. It is cold out there right now, too.
We didn't really do pockets for hand warmers, but we'll put some foot warmers in because they have an adhesive backing on it.
You're right. This particular brand of hand and foot warmer has, the foot warmer version has adhesive backing on it, so you don't need to make the pocket like I did on mine. I'll put a link in the description where you can get these. So, our hands are going to stay warm, but now we just got to get my old Slash here ready to go in the snow, don't we? I didn't really know what the Slash was going to need here to be able to run in the snow, so I asked the guys at Anchorage House of Hobbies, and they recommended sand paddle tires. It's apparently not really a perfect solution, but it's better than most. Right. Nathan, here, you got a job. Open the package. You get to hand the tires to Brian. Brian can hand them to me. Sound good? Also, if you don't have a good toolkit like this one, you should get one. There'll be a link in the description for this too.
Scissors.
It takes a 7mm socket to get the axle nut off. Here, Brian, you can do it. There you go. Pull the tire. Get the tire, Brian. There we go. Hold on. We gotta look at these tires. See, these are directional tires. See the little scoops on here? These scoops have to be oriented so when a car tries to go forward, they're digging in like that. So this tire has to be on the right side of the car.
That's
See?
right.
Just like that, on the right side. And there we go. Now the truck is ready for the snow, in theory. Well, we'll see what actually happens, right? All right, let's go get our trucks. Let's go run around in the snow.
Yeah,
huh?
let's go
Sound good?
try out our transmitter gloves too. Well, the verdict I've come up with so far,
with these sand paddle tires is they work fine as long as there is hard packed snow. But the moment it gets into this powdery stuff over here, yeah, it just gets stuck. So definitely does not turn your Slash into a snow machine. But you know, I mean, it's a definite improvement over the stock tires. So I mean, I still recommend it if you're going to be running around in snow. Just don't expect to be running into, you know, 5-6 inch deep powder. But anyway, let's keep playing. All right, so you guys, what do you think of those transmitter gloves?
They're good to keep my hands warm.
Yeah, they're good at keeping your hands warm. What about you, Brian? Your hands warm?
Yes, they're nice and toasty.
Nice and toasty. You hear that?
My hands are toasting!
In the toaster.
My hands are toasting in the toaster!
Okay, okay. It's curb the enthusiasm a little bit there, huh? Yeah, you like running around in the snow?
Yes!
You don't need to be so loud.
Curb the enthusiasm, he gets louder. Yeah, well, maybe we'll find some better tires for these. Maybe they got some sand paddle tires in 1/24th scale. What do you think?
Yeah.
That might work better in the snow than these. Your tires seem to do okay though. You got some pretty good grip, didn't you? So anyway, if you like that video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like that, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when the next one's available, hit the bell icon. Till next time, hey, what am I always saying, Nathan? Not having fun till you break something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To fix it.
To fix it and
Break
upgrade
it.
it. And that's what
To
Brian's
fix it.
concerned with, the upgrades. Aren't you? Huh, aren't you?
Ah!
On that note,